Hello, Hannah the Suburban Witch here, and today I'm doing a deck review of the Saints and Mystics reading cards. In today's video, I am going to be short and sharp. I'm going to give you the things I do like, the things I don't like, and I'll also just share with you the way that I use these cards in particular. If you're new to my channel, I'm Hannah the Suburban Witch, an intuitive tarot reader and astrologer, and I love bringing my witchy tips to you all here on YouTube. You can find my videos being released every second Wednesday. Make sure you hit subscribe so you never miss one. You will also find me as Suburban Witchery on most social media platforms. I have just gotten a Twitter, which is at Hannah the SW, if you would like to find me there. Now, this is the Saints and Mystics deck. I actually really like this, and I didn't expect to. This was a deck that I actually won in an Instagram competition, and it's not one I would have purchased myself, but I'm really glad it found its way to me, and I think that it was meant to, right? It was divine intervention that this came to me, because I actually really love this, and I use this very often. It's one of my most used decks. Let's start with the things I love. One of the number one things I love about this deck is its packaging. It is very secure. It has one of those little magnet clasps, which I love. Very big guidebook, and it all sort of folds out like this. It's really handy and secure. I'm very lucky. I have a little handwritten note in here as well. And I love that the guidebook is in color as well. So you have the colored card up here. Now, another thing I love, every card has a number, and that number is in numerical order in the book. So it is really easy to find the card that you want in the book when you're starting out with these cards. Now, another thing I love, which at first I was a little put off by, the fact that they're really sexy. Check out St. Christopher, like, damn boy, you know? Not usually how you envision a saint. And at first I was a little bit like, oh, now I'm like, oh, so I'm here for it. More decks with sexy people, please. Like Maya Deren, damn girl. Beautiful, sensual. Marie Laveau, stunning. Another thing I love, we have women of color in here. All right, so I love that there is some diversity. It's not a lot, and we're not going to expect a lot of diversity when we're talking about saints and mystics. We do, however, have St. Josephine Bakhita and, of course, Marie Laveau, which I showed before, so both women of color. And then there is a Mexican saint, which is Santa Muerte, which is the Saint Death, Saint Holy Death. But, I mean, like, she looks really cool, right? She also looks very white. So I don't know about that one. When it comes to the men, we only have one person who is not white. And whilst he's very light-skinned, he is Confucius. So he is an Asian man. So there's not a ton of diversity, but it is there in the deck. Something else that I love about this deck is the way it's very easy to read this intuitively. Now, if you are also a tarot reader like myself, you may see some similarities in some of the cards. This one in particular, I get very much magician vibes, right? So some of the meanings for the magician almost come through with this card. Now, this one here, I get Knight of Swords. We can really get that fast urgency that comes through with it. And it's actually down the bottom, it says immediacy. Another thing I like, all of the cards have the saint or mystic's name and then just a word or a phrase like life lessons, immediacy, healing, resilience. So you get that one key word to sort of bounce off from when you're doing your readings. Now, for this deck, there are only two things that I don't like. Number one is the size of the cards. They are so big. It is really hard to shuffle them. I can barely hold them like this, let alone, you know, comfortably do it like that. I have to actually shuffle them vertically, which I don't really like doing. It also doesn't feel natural or quite right. Lastly, the backs of the cards. Okay, you can see there, the blue ones are for the mystics and the lighter colored ones are for the saints. I don't like knowing what I'm going to get, right? So I actually, when I read with these cards, I will pick them with my eyes closed so I'm not, you know, choosing one, right? So I kind of wish they were all the same back, but these are minor minor things that you can get around. Now, the way I like to work with these cards, so you can work with them in a, what do I need right now? What energy do I need in my life right now? And pick a card. But what I like to do is sit in silence for a moment, meditate on where my life is at, what I want to bring into my life, and some of the things maybe I need to let go of or release or need help working through, right? So I might be working on some healing for myself physically, or I might be working on bringing prosperity in, or working on my psychic development. So I will focus on that, and I will shuffle the cards, and then I pull a card to work with. And so I might say, okay, here we go, Saint Joseph, Divine Creation. Now with this card, I might then place it on my altar. This would be a perfect one if you were trying to get pregnant, trying to bring out a book into the world, or a new service, or a new something, you're birthing something big, a new idea, creative project into the world. So I might put this on my altar, and I'd probably leave it there for about a month. Or until what I'm doing has come to fruition. I'm going to then work with this saint or this mystic. The guidebook does have some key prayers or incantations or things you can do to get in touch with this spirit. I will meditate on their energy, invite them into my life. I will either pray with them or meditate with them, basically. If they are a spirit that likes offerings, I often like to give them offerings. Sometimes it's just moon water. Sometimes it might be something a little bit more like rum. So it just depends on the actual saint or mystic that I'm working with and what they're going to want. Some of them may prefer, and I have, met with them in meditation, they may prefer, instead of an offering, to then go and give something to charity, or to go and read a new book, or do something like that instead. These cards have helped to open up and widen my practice, and I'm really, really grateful that they came into my life. If you would like to purchase them, they are from Rockpool Publishing, and you can find them at many other places as well that you would usually find your oracle and tarot decks. As always, I hope you're having a lovely day today, and I'll chat with you next time. Bye! Did you know you can book a chakra checkup with yours truly, Hannah the Suburban Witch? This is a little report that can make a lot of difference in your life. This service helps to put you back in the driver's seat and steer away from feeling stuck or blocked, and head straight towards alignment and ease. You can see all of our 5-star reviews over on Facebook, Google, or even our testimonials page on the website. Simply head to suburbanwitchery.com to book yours now.